What up, YouTube? Last week's back, another video. Dallas Cowboys are a joke. They are from top to bottom, from the owner to the owner's son, to the coach, down to the quarterback and a so-called best player, the so-called best defensive player in the league, Micah Parsons. Right? This team right here cannot win a big game to save their life. Their first big test against a team that put them out of the playoffs twice last year, the San Francisco 49ers, ended in disaster. They talked all that trash coming up to the Eagles game. Dallas, Dak Prescott talking about pour honey on me, laughing on arrogantly, thinking that he owns the team. Receivers in and laughing on tape at the Eagles secondary, and all of that stuff, right? Lose the game, okay? Look pathetic, can't get in the damn end zone to save their life. They got players that don't know where the hell their knee is, can't even get the damn ball over the goal line. They got Dak Prescott running out of bounds because he's afraid to take on tacklers. They got him trying to hurdle people, damn near broke his damn neck, okay? This is the Dallas Cowboys. Okay, they constantly hold on defense. They constantly hold on offense. They constantly false start. Can't get the play in on time. Delay a game. This is who they are. They're a joke. But what annoys me is that because people started to actually see them for what they are, and then now they got their little players who like to cry to the media like Micah Parsons. Why isn't Dak Prescott, considered MVP? Why are we not, when the Eagles lose their one game as opposed to us losing 3 games, why don't they get the same energy? Even though they were in the Super Bowl last year, why don't they get the same energy when they lose? Why don't the 49ers get talked about when they lose, right? But that's what he's doing. He's a crybaby. Now, instead of just calling him what he is, a crybaby, what the media does, they actually feed into it. So now you got Joy Taylor being all nice to Dallas Cowboys and stuff like that because their content creators are like a bunch of also little babies who can't accept the team for what it is, can't accept Dak Prescott for what he is. So now you got Stephen A. Smith, won't really clown him like he used to. You got all these different TV shows doing that. Right, so now the latest thing now is that Dak Prescott should be the leader in the MVP race now. Dak Prescott should be the leader in the MVP race. How? Based on what? Based on just pure stats? If that's the case, then how's he over Tua? If you want to talk just pure stats. How's he over Patrick Mahomes? If you want to talk about like what a guy has to mean for the team, like let's be real, if Patrick Mahomes has any type of bad games at all, that team is done. Over Jalen Hurts, when Jalen Hurts is 8-1 in his own damn division, he 5-3, and he just lost to Jalen Hurts. But these people, they really believe Dak played better, even though his team in the fourth quarter is playing from behind. Jalen Hurts up 11. Jalen Hurts came in after halftime. Jalen Hurts went in the halftime down 3. After one quarter going into the fourth quarter, we up 11. Okay, this is the reality. The Eagles are in the fourth quarter playing hold on to the lead. Dallas is playing catch up the whole fourth quarter. So Dallas gets 169 yards. 169 yards of Dak's yards are just playing catch-up, where he goes down the field, fails to get in once, goes down the field, fails to get in twice, but that's your MVP. Listen, Jerry Jones got y'all right where he wants y'all. He's a clown. He's the clown master. And all of you Dallas Cowboy fans are just the people who go to watch the circus. Jerry Jones is happy that happened. Look at what happened, okay? Y'all go out there and y'all beat the Rams, which leads Jerry Jones to believe, hey, we don't need no more extra defensive line help. We don't need Derrick Henry. We don't need anybody. Why? Because you beat the Rams. And you beat the Chargers barely. So then you come lose so the trade deadline is over. By the time you get to the Eagles, then you lose, right? So y'all thinking, damn, we probably need something. You got Cowboy content creators out there talking about, I can't take this team seriously because we don't have a running game, right? So then you go out there and your running game looks like it's revived against the Giants, who can't stop a nosebleed. So now, all of a sudden, you're back, with the exception of a few of your realistic fans who know what it is, but you're back, believing in the team again. Oh, my God, the way we're blowing the Giants out, in there is some sort of a championship team, right? And Jerry Jones got you right where he wants you because the team does just enough to keep pulling you fools in. And then when you run into a team that isn't impressed and you lose predictably, you're brought down to reality again. And this is what's happening. So now y'all feeding into this thing. Dak is just playing out his mind. Let's look at what's going on, okay? Dak Prescott, 17 touchdown passes, 6 interceptions, okay? I'm going to just use Jalen Hurts, for example. Jalen Hurts, 15 touchdown passes, 8 interceptions, okay? So you're going to think because he has 2 less interceptions that he's just playing just so much freaking better, even though I'm sure you would trade them interceptions for the Eagles' record, would you not? But if you look at their total touchdowns, they both accounted for 19 touchdowns this year. Jalen Hurts just has 4 on the ground, and Dak has 2 on the ground. Same amount of touchdowns. Now, what else you want to look at? QBR. The QBR is probably because Dak has the 2 less interceptions. Like, that's really what y'all got. That's really your argument. Like, really. Yardage. Because Dak Prescott got to play the Giants twice and got to put up all these yards on the Giants, especially this last game, he has more passing yards, which passing yards is the most overrated stat there is. Because passing yards, like I said, oftentimes come as a result of a team, either 2 situations. Either you have a sucky defense and you're in a shootout, so you're going back and forth scoring, right? You constantly have to drive long fields, okay? Kind of like Sam Howell. You had all those stats because you constantly had to drive down the field. Or you're a team that runs up the score, which the Dallas Cowboys love to do. They love to run up scores, right? Like the Eagles blew out the Giants last year too, but it's usually like in the 40s or really the late 30s because the Eagles will tend to start thinking about the priority. All right, the game is pretty much won, so now we got to start keeping players healthy. So we'll take Jalen Hurts out. We'll take guys out and stuff like that. And then the second guy who comes in there, he's not really trying to score, right? Because once you won the game, there's no point in trying to humiliate the team. The Dallas Cowboys, though, they're the type of team, they want to blow it all up and score 45 and 50 points. That's the type of character Dak Prescott is, though y'all think he's the man of the year. But he's really that type of character. He likes to blow up scores. And I know this because there's times where the Philadelphia Eagles, like 2 years ago, the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys had secure playoff spots and basically weren't playing for anything on the line. And it was the last game of the season, and the Philadelphia Eagles had in third-string players. Dallas Cowboys played all their starters. They had Dak Prescott out there, Ezekiel Elliott, they had Pollard out there, they had freaking Amari Cooper, CeeDee Lamb, all those guys out there. And they were they scored 55 points on the Eagles' third stringers, right? And they were out there celebrating, yeah, Dak Prescott, yeah, That's the type of team they are. That's what they are. They want to go out there and put up all these points against the Giants, even though the game was probably won, at halftime. It's the type of guys they are. Sometimes I do wish the Eagles were a little bit more like that because it will help us to convince you casuals who think that because the Eagles aren't blowing teams out every week, that means that there's something wrong there or they're not really as good as certain teams like the Cowboys or the 49ers or the Ravens and stuff like that. Even though we know damn well if the Eagles face any of them teams, they're going to handle their business and beat them. So, hey man, it is what it is. Enjoy your week. Reality going to be coming real soon. Peace.